Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 15th. I am here today with your Humanities 3 lesson. We're just to outline the day and kind of talk about what you'll need to start. You'll want to have your brainstorm sheet from your Create a Country project just as a reference. If you don't have that completed, you will want to complete that before we get into this next step. Otherwise, it doesn't really match together. This is the second part of your Capstone QPA for Unit 5 on economics. And today we're going to be talking about a proposal plan. So we're going to walk through a couple things. You're going to need some think time. You're also going to want to have your worksheet pulled up from Google Classroom or printed. And then you're going to want to have the ability to either highlight on your laptop or highlight with your with just like a regular highlighter and something to write with. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so this is what your worksheet is going to look like for today. So if we're looking at just what the competencies are, the big things that I want you to take away is that you're going to be able to communicate your findings in a precise, compelling, and organized way. Your phrasing is original, and you have carefully chosen words that convey your ideas. The second PLD, again, it's still under lead inquiry that you're going to be talking about is this is just has to do with the format again, making sure that you are following the norms and conventions of technical writing. So in this case, a proposal. You have accurate use of technical terms. So those are those terms, the economic terms that you guys had a quiz on Monday. You'll want to make sure that the text is properly formatted, which I give you a graphic organizer for, and any graphical displays that are there need to be organized well. This one, fortunately, does not focus much on citing sources because this is all information that you are coming up with. This is like a creative sort of project for you. Okay, so your objectives today, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Today you're going to be able to explore that purpose and audience influence, how purpose and audience influence a message. And then you're also going to create a plan proposing investment in your country's natural resources. Okay, so your discussion question today, that'll be posted on Google Classroom. If someone wants to invest in you, what would you expect in return? So I'm going to give you a few moments to go on to Google Classroom and answer that. And you can pause the video now. All right, welcome back. Today is also Spring Fling Day, so shout out to the SST team for planning an awesome Spirit Week. I tried to be a little springy today and I brought you my favorite daffodil flowers for you to look at because they're pretty and fun. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so today you guys are going to be doing a See, Think, Wonder. You guys have done things like this similar in class, so it shouldn't be too confusing. But we're going to look over a document and you're going to tell me what are you seeing in the document. This is only things that you're observing, so nothing that you need to, you're going to look at things like the format, and I'll do a think aloud with you on this. And then think, what do you think based on seeing, on what you're seeing? So is it overwhelming? Does it seem pretty easy and concise? What do you think based on your own knowledge of this, of what you're going to be seeing? And then the last part is wonder. What questions do you have about seeing and thinking? And what questions do you have about creating your own proposal plan? All right, so what you're gonna wanna do now is you're going to want to have this sheet up, and then you're gonna click on your proposal drive, and you're gonna wanna split your screen, okay? So that way you have two documents up at the same time. Okay. And if you are needing to make this a little smaller or anything like that, you can do that on your own. All right, so the first thing is just to take a look at the document, spend about 30 seconds or so, and you can pause the video. And look over the document. Like, what are you noticing on here? What are you seeing? Okay, so some of the things that I'm seeing is that there's a title and a heading that gives me like basic information about what this is for, who is proposing this, and like dates and location. One of the other things that I'm seeing is that there's sections, several sections with headings. And then I'll put those in there too, like the background, building plan, sustainability. All right. So those are some of the things that I am seeing. They also do have some footnotes. And footnotes are cool because they basically let you know where information is coming from. And then there's even a budget on this one. Okay, so the next section is, what do you think based on what you're seeing? What do you think based on your own knowledge? So if you guys were to read over this, you will notice that this is actually a proposal that Ms. Mudahakana has done for her weaving co-op. So she has a group of women in Rwanda who weave these beautiful scarves and blankets and just amazing work. And she helps them to learn this skill that they would not have otherwise had to learn, had the opportunity to learn. And if you read through the proposal, you'll also find out that it is a place where the women can stay during the week. So there's like living like dorm situation. And it helps them to have a more sustainable financial life because this gives them money to earn just like a job would. Okay, so what do you think based on what you're seeing? So this can be different for everyone, but for me, one is I felt like it was like really detailed information. And you are going to have to read this on your own. I'm speeding this up for a video because I've already read through a lot of this. One of the things that this does that you're definitely going to want to do in your proposal is talk about the history of your country. So that was part of your brainstorm situation too. So I'm gonna bold that. And you guys are gonna wanna refer back to this video. All of this is gonna be out of the chart that you're seeing. So you'll wanna refer back to the video, okay? All right. What other things do I see? What do you think based on your own knowledge? So I'm going to answer that second question. All right, so that was what I thought based on my knowledge. This seems like a great way to invest in a developing economy and help women to gain financial independence. And then things that I wonder, what questions do you have about seeing and thinking? So how do I find out the specific information. Can I write something for fake country, right? This is the part where some of us are getting tripped up on, because you guys are the ones responsible for creating this country, and making sure that it makes sense. And then, right. Okay, so those are some of the questions that I have. How would I persuade investors? Okay. Okay, so you're gonna spend some time doing that on your own. Here we go. So I'm gonna get rid of that, and then we're gonna go back to full screen on this section. Okay. All right, so that's your first part. The next part that you're gonna do is you're gonna start to answer these guided questions to start to plan out your information for your proposal letter. You're gonna use the guiding questions below and your information that you already started for the create a country portion of your QPA outline, okay? So each of these is based on the 3 sections that you're going to be responsible for. I think Ms. Moody had kind of had like 7 or 8. We are going to shorten that because for time and because it's a different type of project. This is more just to help you write persuasively, but also in a formal business format. Okay, so you're gonna have 3 sections: the background, the building plan, and the sustainability. And your job today is to answer those questions. You'll want to make sure that those get completed and then turned in, okay? Down here, I made you a copy of the Capstone proposal plan. It doesn't have the questions in there. It just has the sections. And again, everything in red, that's the stuff that you're gonna need to change on your own, just like normal, anytime I give you a outline of something. So all of this information in red needs to be put in that's your own information, the title of your project and so forth. And then once you have those questions completed, you're just gonna copy and paste them into here, and then we'll go over it on Friday to help you guys more one-on-one. We're actually gonna do a live class on Friday. Again, I wanna make sure that everybody knows that we're gonna do a live class on Friday, and we will help you guys out with the proposal. We didn't want you to feel like lost in the wind with this in any way. And then after that Friday, we'll go on break, and then we'll come back after break and do some tweaks and some additional work on your Create a Country project. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go back to the sheet. So that is the end of today's lesson. We'll stop sharing here. Thank you. Again, so your big priority is, if you haven't already, you're going to want to finish your Create a Country brainstorm, and then you're going to want to start to look at the proposal form and start to plan that out. So there's guiding questions for you there. There's an example, a very detailed example of what Ms. Mudakata has already done and accomplished. And then you'll want to plan for Friday to be done with the guided questions for your proposal. So that's it. That's what I have for you today. Again, happy Spring Fling Day. If you guys get a chance, go outside and smell some flowers, or draw a flower, or just do something springtimey. It's supposed to be warm up later today and be beautiful throughout the day. So I hope you guys have a great day. I miss you, and I am so glad that you are watching this video. Leave a comment so that way I know that it was you that stopped by. All right, guys, take care. Thanks so much.